Good, marvelous Monday, guys. Today we are taking a look at the next 2 weeks of Spotlight caches and talking about the cards within them. So, first off, we have Makkari. She is a 3/4. After the turn, runs from your hand to a random location if possible. So, what exactly does that mean? What is runs from your hand to a random location even mean? So, that means the card after you intern, after everything resolves, she will jump out of your hand to a location that she can be added to and just be played there. She jumps right out of your hand onto the table, and there you go. So, with that in mind, we're going to talk about where she fits in with the meta. So, she is a 3/4 Mbaku that you have to draw, essentially. So, pretty good for Silver Surfer. You can see where she benefits Surfer quite a bit because Surfer struggles with putting down the cards as they're mostly 3 cost. And if you don't have Sarah, you will struggle to fill up the table with enough cards for that turn 6 Surfer. However, there's the caveat. He isn't that good on turn 6 if you draw her for turn 6 because it's after the turn that she'll come down. So she will not get boosted by Surfer if you turn 6 Surfer. And she's only a 3/4. But jumping out of your hand and filling a slot and adding 4 power might still win you the game. A little surprise +4, right? Again, though, you do have to draw her. So she's really powerful turns 1 through 5. There is a little RNG involved, though, because she can end up playing in a zone and filling it and locking out that location for you, which is not a good thing, especially when you're running Brood. You can easily see where you Brood, and then she jumps from your hand and fills that last zone, and maybe you can't win it. You needed to play something bigger there. But Surfer, looking good, right? We're looking a little stronger with Surfer. The deck's been picking up here and there. But have you looked at next week's card? Phastos. On reveal, give each card in your deck -1 cost or +2 power. Okay. So he's also a 3. So he is a 3/3. Again, oh man, we're bringing Surfer back out this season. So I am a huge fan of the Surfer deck. A lot of you know I've reached Infinite quite a number of times with Surfer in the past. And I'm looking forward to both of these cards coming out. So Phastos, he does confuse me a little bit because I'm not sure if you get to pick if it's the -1 or the +2, or if it's just totally random and it does one of those two. Is it gonna be kinda like Nico Minora, where it shows you which one it's gonna be before you play it, her spells? Or is it just gonna be random? So you're either going to -1 the rest of your deck on cost, which is still very powerful for Silver Surfer, or you're going to +2 power your deck, which again is equally powerful because it'll make Brood a 3/4, which means when you draw Brood and play it, adds 12 power. And of course, the other card will get boosted and he'll just get bigger and bigger. You know who I'm talking about. So there are back-to-back cards coming out in the next 2 weeks that benefit the Surfer deck. Am I saying there's going to be a Surfer meta? No, I'm not saying we're going to have a Surfer meta again, but I think Surfer is going to be a contender after this. I've seen a lot of people talking about putting Makkari in other things. Sure, she can fit in with some other decks. So can Phastos. His ability is pretty powerful. But there are those caveats you have to remember about Makkari is that you simply have to draw her. She's not like M'Baku. You have to draw her in order for her to be played. And with Phastos, it seems like a little RNG might be involved. So you don't know which one you're going to get until you play him, which is a little risky. He is a 3/3, which is quite balanced for himself. However, his ability seems quite broken in the grand scheme of things, I guess, in the long run. Um, Looking forward though, I think Surfer is going to be quite a contender. But at the end of this all, of course, we have the next big old bad guy coming out. Arishem's coming out, and he will be adding 12 random cards to your deck and giving you extra energy for your troubles. So, looking at that, when that releases, I do think there's going to be an uptick in Dark Hawk players because they're going to try and cheese out people who decided to play the card, you know? But will that matter? Will it be powerful enough that that makes no difference? We will talk about that in a future video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a marvelous Monday, and I hope you're looking forward to the new Silver Surfer builds in the future and testing these cards out in other decks, of course. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, and comment down below your deck ideas for the coming weeks.